I've done dozens of solo backcountry trips over the years, and I've always been methodical: maps, GPS, PLB, emergency contacts, weather reports, all of it. But nothing could have prepared me for what happened in the Selway Bitterroot Wilderness last fall. It was supposed to be a 5-day solo loop, remote but manageable, with no major elevation gain and perfect weather, and the first 2 days went smoothly: clear skies, good water sources, no sign of other people for miles, just how I like it, until the third night, when I pitched my tent in a small clearing near an old elk trail and woke around 2:30 a.m. to what sounded like soft crunching footsteps just beyond the nylon wall, too slow and deliberate for any animal I've ever encountered, and I froze in my bag, heart pounding, knife already in hand, listening to whoever, or whatever, circled the tent for nearly 20 minutes before finally fading into the woods without a word. I didn't sleep the rest of the night, and when dawn finally broke, I stepped out to find faint barefoot prints in the frost, human-shaped but wrong somehow, longer, almost stretched, and leading away toward the tree line, so I packed up in a hurry, adrenaline masking my exhaustion, and bushwhacked off the trail in a straight line toward a nearby fire road I'd marked on my map in case of emergencies. But the forest felt off, like the trees were watching, like I was constantly walking into places I'd already been, and at one point I came across what looked like a crude shelter made of bent branches and animal hides strung together with what I could swear was braided hair, clearly abandoned but recent, and that was the first time I seriously considered hitting the SOS on my beacon. But my pride kept me moving, and I pressed on until near dusk, when I stumbled into a second clearing, and that's when I saw it, something standing at the edge, still as stone, maybe 7 feet tall, gaunt and pale and naked, no visible face, no sound, just there, and I don't remember making the decision to run, but I was suddenly tearing through the brush like a man possessed, not even caring which way was right, just away, and I swear I could hear it moving after me, never crashing, just appearing in flashes between trees, always exactly as far away as before, no closer, no further, until I finally collapsed near a rock outcropping and hid under it, curling into myself, trying not to breathe, and I must have passed out because when I woke it was morning, everything silent again, and I hiked without stopping for nearly 15 hours until I hit the fire road and flagged down a forestry truck, barely able to speak from dehydration and fear, and I tried to tell the driver what I saw, but all that came out was, "Something followed me," which earned a knowing look I didn't expect, and the guy just said, "You camped in the wrong place. That stretches not on the maps for a reason," then dropped me off at my truck and left without another word, and ever since then I've had these dreams. Always the same, of something tall and white crouching just outside the firelight, breathing softly, not trying to hurt me, just watching, like it's waiting for me to come back. Weeks after the trip, I tried to move on, but the dreams didn't stop. Every night, I saw that pale figure, standing just beyond my firelight, its breath slow and steady. It felt like it was waiting for me to come back. I thought I could ignore it, but then I got an email from an old friend, Mark, who had worked for the Forest Service. He'd sent me a link to an obscure forum thread about strange occurrences in the Selway Bitterroot Wilderness. Missing hikers, sightings of tall, pale figures, and whispers about the Watchers of the Ridge. The more I read, the more I realized it wasn't just my mind playing tricks. Something had followed me. After a month, I couldn't shake the feeling I had to go back. I thought I'd find answers, prove to myself that I hadn't imagined it. But when I arrived at the spot where I'd camped before, the forest felt different, darker, colder, like it was waiting for me. As night fell, I set up camp quickly, and once again, I heard the footsteps, slow, deliberate, circling my tent. They didn't stop this time, and I could feel the presence just beyond the fabric, watching me. The next morning, when I finally dared to look outside, the clearing was empty, but the air felt heavy. I packed up and left, but as I turned to go, I saw a shadow moving with me, stretching across the ground, following every step. I ran back to the trailhead, only to find my truck's engine cold, keys lying on the ground. I don't know what it was, but it's still out there, waiting, watching. And every night, I feel its presence, just beyond my reach.